Did you know that certain nighttime habits among seniors could potentially increase the risk of prostate cancer? If you find yourself in your 60s, 70s, or 80s and frequently wake up during the night to urinate, experience discomfort in your lower abdomen, or have an unsettling feeling about your prostate health, you are not alone. Many men face these issues, often in silence. As someone who has spent years listening to men discuss their prostate concerns in private settings, I can assure you that the root of most prostate problems is not merely age. Rather, it often stems from specific lifestyle habits. In this video, we will explore 5 common nighttime mistakes that many seniors make, often without realizing the harm they may be causing to their prostate health. These insights are not based on unfounded theories or alarmist claims. They are grounded in years of clinical experience and research. Before we dive in, if you find this information valuable, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and activate the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'd also love to hear from you. Drop a comment below sharing your country of origin and any experiences you have related to prostate health. Stay with me until the end of this video, as we will not only identify these 5 detrimental habits, but also provide practical strategies to help you reverse the damage. You may discover that achieving a full night's sleep, feeling lighter in your pelvic area, and regaining control over your urinary function could start with simply changing one of these habits tonight. Let's dive in. Number 1. Drinking too much water before bed. One of the most prevalent habits that can silently exert pressure on the prostate is the consumption of excessive water late in the evening. Staying well hydrated is often emphasized for individuals over 60, as it supports kidney function, digestion, and overall health. However, the timing of hydration is crucial. When a significant portion of that hydration occurs after dinner, particularly within an hour or two of bedtime, it can lead to complications for prostate health. As men age, the prostate naturally enlarges, a condition known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH. This enlargement can narrow the urethra, slow urine flow, and make it increasingly difficult to completely empty the bladder. Imagine adding more water to this already strained system just before sleep. Instead of enjoying deep, uninterrupted rest, your body is forced to wake up repeatedly to manage the excess liquid. The bladder fills, sends signals to the brain, and the prostate, already under duress, struggles to keep up with the demands placed upon it. Initially, you might dismiss these nighttime awakenings as a normal part of aging, thinking, "Of course, I'll wake up a few times at night." However, this creates a vicious cycle. Excess fluid leads to increased pressure, which in turn exacerbates inflammation. Over time, this chronic low-grade stress can worsen prostate symptoms, leading to more urgency, more frequent bathroom trips, and heightened discomfort. To illustrate this point, consider the case of an 82-year-old man named Walter. He was convinced that drinking 2 tall glasses of water before bed was beneficial for flushing out toxins overnight. Yet, he confided that he hadn't slept through the night in over a decade. His experience is not unique. Many seniors believe that staying hydrated at all times is essential, but they overlook the timing of their fluid intake. After our discussion, Walter adjusted his water consumption, opting to drink most of his fluids earlier in the day, especially before 6 p.m., and only sipped lightly after dinner. Remarkably, within just a week, he found himself waking up only once a night instead of 4 or 5 times. He remarked, "I thought I had a prostate problem. It turned out I had a timing problem." This anecdote highlights a critical point. While hydration is undeniably important, shifting your water consumption to earlier in the day can provide your prostate with the respite it needs during the night. If you find yourself feeling thirsty late at night, consider taking a small sip rather than a full glass. This small adjustment can make a significant difference in your comfort level. Moreover, it's essential to listen to your body's signals. If you notice that you're waking up frequently to urinate, it may be a sign that your evening hydration habits need re-evaluation. Instead of viewing nighttime awakenings as an inevitable part of aging, consider them a signal from your body that it needs a change. In addition to adjusting your water intake, consider incorporating other healthy habits into your evening routine. For example, you might want to limit caffeine and alcohol consumption in the hours leading up to bedtime, as both can irritate the bladder and increase the urge to urinate. Engaging in relaxation techniques, such as gentle stretching or meditation, can also help prepare your body for a restful night's sleep. Ultimately, the goal is to create a nighttime routine that supports both your hydration needs and your prostate health. By being mindful of when and how much you drink in the evening, you can significantly improve your sleep quality and overall well-being. You might be surprised at how such a minor adjustment can lead to a more comfortable and restful night, allowing you to wake up feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. Number 2. Eating salty or processed foods at night. For many older adults, dinner often represents the most substantial meal of the day, and it's not uncommon to indulge in comfort foods during the evening. Whether it's a frozen dinner, a can of soup, or a few slices of deli meat, these high-sodium, heavily processed meals can set the stage for a night filled with discomfort, particularly concerning prostate health. The implications of consuming salty foods extend far beyond mere taste. They can significantly impact your overall well-being, especially as you age. When you consume salty foods, your body reacts by retaining fluid. This fluid retention can lead to an increase in blood volume, which places additional strain on your kidneys and circulatory system. As a result, your body must work harder to expel this excess fluid, particularly during the night when you should be resting. This increased workload can lead to more frequent nighttime urination, which not only disrupts your sleep, but also places additional stress on the bladder. This, in turn, indirectly stresses the prostate, which is already working hard to manage urinary function. Moreover, it's not solely about the frequency of nighttime awakenings. It's also about the increased workload on your body when it should be in a state of relaxation and recovery. A high-sodium dinner, especially one laden with processed ingredients, keeps your kidneys and circulatory system active longer into the night. This prevents your body from fully relaxing into restorative sleep, which is crucial for overall health. For men with an enlarged prostate, this can result in a tense, swollen, and irritated pelvic area, leading to a cycle of discomfort that can be difficult to break. To illustrate this point, I recall a 76-year-old man named Glenn who came to me complaining about persistent nighttime urination. He was baffled, stating, "I don't drink water late. I even go before bed." However, upon discussing his dinner habits, it became clear that he frequently consumed canned chili, TV dinners, and salty snack mixes, believing they were quick and convenient options. These meals, while easy to prepare, were contributing to his discomfort in ways he hadn't considered. After we discussed the importance of nutrition, Glenn transitioned to lighter meals featuring fresh vegetables, lean proteins, and reduced sodium. He began incorporating dishes like grilled chicken with steamed broccoli or a warm bowl of quinoa with sautéed spinach. Remarkably, within just 3 nights, he noticed a significant improvement in his symptoms. He exclaimed, "I didn't realize how much tension was building up down there." This transformation highlights how dietary choices can profoundly affect prostate health and overall comfort. Your prostate responds not only to liquids, but also to the overall state of your body. Salty, processed foods can elevate blood pressure, diminish circulation, and hinder the body's ability to drain fluids effectively. This results in increased pressure around the bladder, heightened irritation in the prostate, and more frequent trips to the bathroom when you're trying to sleep. Instead of going to bed feeling heavy from salt and preservatives, consider opting for a gentler dinner. Think about simple, wholesome meals that nourish your body without overwhelming it. For example, a colorful plate of steamed vegetables, such as carrots, zucchini, and bell peppers, paired with grilled chicken or fish, can provide essential nutrients without the added sodium. Alternatively, a warm bowl of brown rice or oatmeal can be both satisfying and easy on the digestive system. Incorporating herbs and spices instead of salt can also enhance the flavor of your meals while promoting better health. For instance, using garlic, ginger, or turmeric not only adds taste, but also offers anti-inflammatory benefits that can support prostate health. Ultimately, being mindful of your evening meals can lead to better sleep quality and improved prostate health. By making small adjustments to your diet, you can create a more comfortable nighttime experience, allowing your body to rest and recover effectively. Remember, the choices you make at dinner can have a lasting impact on your overall well-being, so opt for meals that support your health and help you wake up feeling refreshed and ready for the day ahead. Number 3. Holding in urine during the night. Many older men find themselves waking up in the middle of the night with the urge to urinate, but choose to hold it in. This decision can stem from various reasons, such as fatigue, the comfort of staying in bed, or simply the desire to avoid the hassle of getting up. However, what many don't realize is that resisting the urge to urinate can place significant strain on both the bladder and the prostate, leading to long-term complications that can affect overall health and well-being. When you hold in urine, your bladder continues to fill and stretch. Initially, this may seem harmless, but over time, the consequences can be detrimental. The bladder walls can become thinner, less elastic, and more irritable, making it increasingly difficult to manage urinary function effectively. This is where the prostate becomes affected. The longer urine remains in the bladder, the more pressure builds in the lower urinary tract. This pressure can push back against the prostate, especially if it is already enlarged due to age-related changes. Over time, this situation can lead to increased inflammation, slower urine flow, and a heightened risk of urinary tract infections, UTIs. It's not merely a matter of comfort, it's a mechanical issue. A full bladder creates an environment conducive to bacterial growth, which can lead to irritation, frequent urges, and, in some cases, painful infections. For an older man with a sensitive prostate, this scenario is far from ideal and can significantly impact quality of life. To illustrate this point, I once spoke with an 81-year-old man named Leonard, who had developed a habit of waiting until morning to relieve himself, regardless of the circumstances. He expressed, "I just don't want to get out of bed unless I absolutely have to." However, he also mentioned that he often felt tightness in his lower abdomen by morning, and sometimes felt as though he hadn't fully emptied his bladder. This discomfort was a clear signal from his body that he was ignoring. I encouraged Leonard to respond to the urge to urinate, even if it meant getting up once or twice during the night. Initially, he was hesitant, fearing that this would disrupt his sleep even more. However, after a few days of following this advice, he reported feeling less pressure, fewer lingering sensations, and improved urine flow in the morning. He realized, "My body was telling me what it needed. I was just ignoring it." This realization is crucial. Your body has built-in signals for a reason. When it signals the need to release, it's not just about comfort, it's about maintaining health. The longer you hold it in, the more tension you accumulate, which can lead to increased inflammation and swelling of the prostate. This cycle can create a feedback loop where discomfort leads to more holding, which in turn exacerbates the problem. While you don't want to be getting up every hour, there are strategies to manage this situation effectively. For instance, avoiding excess fluids and salty foods late at night can significantly reduce the urge to urinate. Salty foods can lead to fluid retention, which compounds the problem. Instead, consider lighter evening meals that are low in sodium and easy to digest. Additionally, establishing a calming bedtime routine can help signal to your body that it's time to wind down, making it easier to respond to natural urges. When the urge arises, don't ignore it. Respond gently and allow your body to reset. This simple act of listening to your body can lead to improved prostate health and a more restful night's sleep. Your prostate will appreciate the attention, and you may find that your overall comfort and quality of life improve as a result. In summary, recognizing and responding to your body's signals is essential for maintaining urinary health, especially as you age. By making small adjustments to your habits and being mindful of your body's needs, you can foster a healthier relationship with your prostate and enjoy more peaceful nights. Number 4. Sleeping on your stomach. Among the various sleep positions, sleeping on your stomach may seem the least likely to impact prostate health. However, for men over 60 who tend to sleep face down, this posture can apply consistent pressure to the pelvic region, where it is least needed. When you sleep on your stomach, your body weight shifts forward, creating subtle but continuous pressure on your lower abdomen, bladder, and the area surrounding your prostate. Initially, this may not feel significant, especially if it's a long-standing habit, but over time, This position can disrupt blood flow, increase pelvic tension, and hinder proper drainage of the lower urinary tract. The prostate, while small, is highly sensitive to inflammation and congestion. Even minor changes in pressure, especially when repeated night after night, can contribute to discomfort, swelling, and slower urine flow. For someone already dealing with an enlarged prostate, sleeping on the stomach can exacerbate symptoms without you even realizing the cause. To illustrate this point, I once had a conversation with a 74-year-old man named Harold who reported experiencing tightness in his lower abdomen most mornings. He initially attributed this discomfort to digestive issues, believing that his diet or perhaps stress was the culprit. However, upon examining his sleeping habits, we discovered that he consistently fell asleep on his stomach, with one leg curled to the side. This position, while comfortable for him, was inadvertently placing pressure on his pelvic area, leading to the tightness he felt upon waking. After we discussed the potential impact of his sleeping position, Harold decided to experiment with sleeping on his side, using a pillow between his knees for added support. This simple adjustment helped align his spine and reduce pressure on his internal organs. Weeks later, he reported back, saying, "I didn't realize how much tension I was holding down there until I let it go." His experience highlights the importance of being mindful of how our sleeping positions can affect our health. You don't have to force yourself into an uncomfortable position, but experimenting with different sleeping habits can yield significant benefits. Side sleeping, particularly on your left side, can help alleviate pressure on your internal organs and enhance circulation to the pelvic area. This position allows for better blood flow, which is crucial for maintaining prostate health. Some men find relief by slightly elevating their legs or using a wedge pillow to reduce downward pressure on the bladder and prostate. Elevating the legs can help improve circulation and reduce the strain on the pelvic region, making it easier for the body to relax and recover during sleep. This may seem like a minor adjustment, but given that you spend 6 to 8 hours each night in that position, even a small change can lead to substantial improvements over time. If you're experiencing nighttime urgency, pressure in your lower abdomen, or simply don't feel rested in the morning, consider reassessing your sleeping position. A small adjustment tonight could lead to a more comfortable prostate tomorrow. Additionally, creating a sleep-friendly environment can further enhance your rest. Consider factors such as mattress firmness, pillow height, and room temperature, all of which can contribute to a more restful night's sleep. In summary, being aware of your sleeping position is essential for maintaining prostate health, especially as you age. By making simple adjustments to how you sleep, you can alleviate unnecessary pressure on your pelvic area, improve circulation, and ultimately enhance your overall well-being. Remember, a good night's sleep is not just about quantity, but also about quality, and the position you choose can make all the difference. Number 5. Ignoring the urge to urinate before going to bed. It may seem trivial, but ignoring the urge to urinate before bed can have significant consequences for your health, particularly for older men. You might find yourself comfortably settled in bed thinking, "I'll just go in the morning." However, for those with an aging or enlarged prostate, neglecting that final urge to urinate can lead to a cascade of complications that affect both comfort and overall well-being. When you go to bed with a partially full bladder, that urine remains in your system for hours, exerting gentle but persistent pressure on your bladder walls. This pressure can indirectly affect your prostate, leading to a range of issues over time. Initially, it may seem like a minor inconvenience, but this residual pressure can escalate into a more serious problem. As the prostate enlarges with age, it already exerts pressure on the urethra, the tube responsible for carrying urine out of the body. Allowing urine to sit overnight creates an ideal environment for irritation, bacterial growth, and even mild swelling, particularly if your bladder doesn't fully empty when you finally do go. This leftover volume can foster low-level inflammation, and the longer this situation persists, the more it can impact your daily comfort. To illustrate this point, I once spoke with a 69-year-old man named Peter, who admitted to avoiding the bathroom before bed simply out of habit. He said, "I never felt like I had to go that badly, so I just didn't." However, over time he began waking up more frequently at night, often feeling uncomfortable and restless. He noticed it was increasingly difficult to fully empty his bladder in the morning, leading to a frustrating cycle of discomfort. Once he made it a point to visit the bathroom every night before bed, regardless of whether he felt the urge, he experienced significant improvements. He reported fewer interruptions during the night, easier mornings, and what he described as less tension in his pelvic area. This transformation highlights an important lesson. Urination is not solely about urgency, it's also about maintenance. Emptying your bladder before bed resets your system, allowing your prostate to rest and your body to recuperate without the internal pressure building up overnight. Even if the urge feels mild, responding to it reinforces your body's natural rhythm and balance. This simple act can prevent discomfort and promote better health. Incorporating this practice into your nightly routine can be beneficial. For instance, consider establishing a sequence of activities that signal to your body that it's time to wind down. You might brush your teeth, wash your face, and then make it a habit to visit the bathroom. This routine not only helps you remember to empty your bladder, but also creates a calming ritual that prepares you for sleep. It's important to note that it's not about how much you empty. It's about signaling to your body that the day is done. This small step can lead to reduced swelling, decreased nighttime urgency, and a healthier, more peaceful rhythm in your lower body. Additionally, if you find that you're frequently waking up to urinate, consider evaluating your fluid intake throughout the day. Staying hydrated is essential, but try to limit excessive fluid consumption in the hours leading up to bedtime. This can help minimize the need to urinate during the night, allowing for a more restful sleep. In summary, paying attention to your body's signals and responding to the urge to urinate before bed is crucial for maintaining prostate health and overall comfort. By making this small adjustment, you can enhance your sleep quality and improve your daily well-being. Your prostate will thank you, and you'll likely find that you wake up feeling more refreshed and ready to take on the day. Conclusion. In conclusion, many men quietly accept their prostate issues as an inevitable part of aging. The frequent late-night trips to the bathroom, the persistent pressure that never seems to dissipate, and the sensation of never fully emptying the bladder can all feel like burdens that come with getting older. However, what if some of this discomfort is not merely a result of aging, but rather a consequence of habitual behaviors? What if making a few small adjustments to your nighttime routine could provide your body and prostate with the relief they desperately need? Today, we explored 5 common habits that many older men engage in without a second thought. Drinking excessive water late at night, consuming salty or processed dinners, holding in urine, sleeping in positions that apply pressure to the pelvis, and neglecting that final trip to the bathroom before bed. While none of these habits may seem particularly harmful on their own, over time they can accumulate, leading to increased pressure, slowed drainage, and making an already sensitive prostate work harder than necessary. The encouraging news is that your body has an innate desire to heal and recover. It doesn't require a miracle supplement or a drastic lifestyle change. Often, it simply needs you to stop engaging in behaviors that exacerbate its condition. By letting go of the habits that complicate your nights and weigh down your mornings, you can start to give your prostate the relief it has been seeking. Consider which of these habits you might have been unknowingly practicing and which one you could change tonight. Your insights and experiences are valuable, so please share them in the comments. Even the smallest shift in your routine could lead to better sleep, improved urinary flow, and an enhanced quality of life moving forward. Thank you for joining us today. We genuinely appreciate your engagement, so don't hesitate to leave a comment about what you learned and how you plan to implement it in your life. Your feedback motivates us to continue creating informative and inspiring content. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support is crucial in helping us provide valuable information to our audience. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.